Could you please tell us more about who you are and your personal touching story?
Yes. Well, my name is Chris Pizzarello. I live in New Jersey. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I attended Hunter College and have a degree in biology with a minor in chemistry. For over 20 years, I worked in clinical laboratories. In 2009, I was having difficulties and I came across a lecture and they mentioned a technique called emotional freedom technique, or EFT. And the lecturer said how they use this technique every single day to help them to stay on point, stay balanced, and to rid themselves of issues that they were having. I knew I needed to learn this. So I immediately began researching EFT and began to learn it. And then after I applied the techniques to myself and saw how wonderful they were, I wanted to start helping others. It was always my natural tendency to help others. But now I wanted to help others. And I was doing really, really terrific work. At one point, I had a client who was having difficulties that I just could not break through because I was working with their conscious mind, and their problem was wholly in their subconscious mind. And one of the videos showed a hypnotherapist working with the clients and using EFT. And I said, that's for me. So I did research and I found the Hypnosis Motivational Institute, the only college of hypnotherapy in the United States. And they have a year-long program, and I decided that I was going to study hypnotherapy. And since then, I've had some amazing, amazing clients and some amazing results. I think the story that touches me the most is when I was working with a friend this was early on, she was having a lot of difficulty with anxiety and panic, and she only wanted one thing. She wanted to leave it behind. And working with her through the techniques that I learned, she was not only able to leave that anxiety behind, but then she began to thrive and she began to move forward in her career. And she credited me with her success. I know that it was her doing, but I was so glad and touched that I was able to be there to help her.
What was it like going to school to learn hypnotherapy?
It was challenging because there were a lot of different teachers and they all had their own approach. In addition, there were videos that we viewed from the person who opened the school, Dr. John Kappas. Dr. Kappas has a theory of the mind and relationships that is unique. And that's what makes people who attended that school such good hypnotherapists, because they know how to understand how people are reacting and they're able to hypnotize anyone. Some hypnotherapists say that they can only hypnotize a percentage of the population. I've never had a person that I can't hypnotize. And that I have to give credit to Hypnosis Motivational Institute. They are amazing people and they have an amazing training course. We were required to do clients under supervision. And to graduate, I had to do 200 hours of clients under supervision. So it was rigorous study.
I would like to ask what you feel makes you unique and sets you apart from the rest.
One of the things that makes me unique in this field is my understanding of neurology, of biochemistry, how the body works, how the neurons and the brain work. Because I did extensive studies during my college career, I'm able to take all that information and all the information from all those years working in the clinical laboratory and be able to interpret what's going on with people. Even if I don't have a blood test per se, I can see in their body the way their body reacts, the way that they act. And that helps me have a unique perspective. And it helps me to help people, especially people who are having difficulties with smoking cessation and weight loss, because those are all in the biochemical realm. And that gives me an advantage over a lot of people who are not knowledgeable in those areas. So I think that's what makes me extremely unique and qualified in other ways.
What are the most common conditions you experience from your clients?
I would say the two things that unites almost all my clients is they suffer from lack of confidence and anxiety. I think in this society that we live in now, in 2022, but even going back 10 years, all people have an anxiety from the society that we're living in. Everybody has a unique experience as being an individual. And as an individual, because we're not connected mentally, physically 100% with another person, there's always that lack of confidence that comes in. Most people have an area in their life where they lack confidence. They don't feel like they are doing their best. So, by helping people overcome the lack of confidence and helping them to move past their anxiety, this is where the successes come.
What can our clients expect from you?
When I work with somebody, I need to get to know them. They need to get to know who they are. So during our first session, we're going to talk about all about them, all about their history, all about the history of their issues. They're going to do a lot of talking. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. And the reason for that is so that I can get to know who they are and I can tailor my therapy exactly to them. Because everybody is a unique individual. What works for one person does not work for somebody else. There are hypnotists who work off of scripts. They'll read a script and they'll say, this is my stop smoking script. This is my weight loss script. And it works because there are commonalities in some of the things that they're working with. But having this individual approach for people gives them lasting results, results that just don't go away over time. They continue. And I help them in the successive sessions to put what I call tools in their toolbox, ways to work on their stress, ways to work on their anxiety to overcome it, ways that they can keep moving forward and become the person that they know that they really are, the person they were meant to be.
Could you please share 3 tips or processes that you take your clients through?
Well, I would say that 3 processes I take them through is I have them become comfortable with the idea that they can use their subconscious mind to overcome problems. Part of what everybody tries to do is they try to use their conscious, rational, thinking, intelligent mind to overcome their problems. And it sounds like a great strategy. There's one problem. The majority of their mind power is in their subconscious mind. So they have this large power that they're not using, power that can work for them. I help them to understand to use that power. I also have them use their dreams. Dreams are empowering. Dreams help rid you of things that you no longer need and help set the tone for change that's coming to you, that you're creating. So I have them use their dreams. And the other thing that I have them do is I have them envision themselves in an empowered future. We all would like to see ourselves in a better mirror, in a mirror that shows the best part of themselves. So if they can picture themselves in that future, in that empowered future, they can create it. That's really powerful for all my clients. They all see the value in it and they all take it. And when you can embrace your future, you become that person.
What brought you to Miracles Directory?
Actually, I saw a banner on Facebook about it. And I'm always looking for ways to meet new clients. I've been working since the last 8 years, basically, online, doing online therapy, which gives me an advantage that I can work with somebody in California, in Montreal, in Mexico City, in Texas, in the UK, in Spain, in Italy, in Dubai, in India. And because I'm able to work with people anywhere they speak English, that's my only limitation. I only speak English. I'm looking for ways to connect, for people to be able to find me. And this Miracles Directory is just the kind of vehicle that I'm looking for so that people can find me and I can help them. That is what I'm supposed to be doing in this life. So if people can find me and I can do my purpose, Miracles Directory is a perfect way to be able to find those people.
What makes you believe that Miracles Directory is making a difference?
Again, because I have access now to the country, the world, and you could have your little website, right? And unless that you have hundreds of thousands of hits, you're probably not going to be listed at the top. I'm here in New Jersey. I might be listed somewhere in the top in New York, but I'm probably not going to be listed at the top in Seattle, Washington. I'm probably not going to be listed at the top at Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm most definitely not going to be listed at the top in Vancouver, British Columbia. So, and I'm not going to have access through Yelp or someone who's looking for somebody who's local. But through Miracles Directory, I'll have access to all those people. Because if they find Miracles Directory, they can find me.
In what way can you positively impact our Miracles Directory clients?
People are looking for change. If they're going on a place like Miracles Directory, they are looking for someone to help them change. Many times, the processes that they are using currently is not working for them. They're looking at psychotherapists, and I fully believe in psychotherapists and psychologists and psychiatrists. Some people don't progress. using those techniques. They're looking for somebody who can give them tools to help them through everyday life. This is where I can impact people because they are looking for an alternative to the norm. I know in the United States, this is considered outside of what is normal therapy. It's accepted, but it's not mainstream. In other places in the world, like UK, Australia, this is considered normal therapy. Hypnotherapy, EFT, these are normal therapies. People seek out. They're recognized by insurance companies and validated as methods that work. There will be a day that that will happen. But for now, people have to have a place that they can find these kind of people who are going to do these therapies for them. And if this is something that I can help somebody with, every life that I can touch is someone who can become empowered inside of themselves. That helps me to bring a better world because one person, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people are better.
What is your commitment message to everyone?
My commitment is that I give my time to my clients 100%. Someone who chooses me is someone who's looking to make change. They're willing to do the hard work. Remember, hypnosis and hypnotherapy are not a snap of the fingers. You don't change just in one 1 hour period. It takes it still takes time, but they're looking for change that is changing the way they view the world, changing the way they use their subconscious mind, and rewriting the scripts that they have in their subconscious mind for the better, for what is working for them as the empowered adult. And that's my commitment, to help them find those things that can empower them and help teach them the tools to make this a lasting part of their life.